Welcome back to another game, and what do we have? In the blue, we have Lars Zudak playing as the Celts, and in the red, we have PozCloud also playing as the Celts, so we are going to see a Celts war on Arabia, which is a little bit different, which is good, because I have been trolling for games that are, well, not normal civs. I guess that'll probably be the way. So, after like an hour, I've found like two decent ones, which is interesting, so we'll see how they go. So let's check the maps while we're looking, and let's see what else we can really deduce from the civilizations. Gold at the back for Zudak, which is really good. It means it's going to be a lot more easily defended. Again, this area here could be walled off particularly. Again, over here, doesn't particularly have his woods. I wouldn't say his woods are that bad. He's got this one here and this one here. It is forward, but it's not too far away from the town center in distance. However, his gold is really bad. He's only got this one here. The rest of them are all forward, which is really bad for him, because as we do know, Celts do use a lot of gold, because they are a siege civ, I guess you could probably say. Siege infantry civ, so siege workshop, everything out of there pretty much costs a lot of gold, so pretty much normal. I'm actually seeing 4 villages go to wood now, which is interesting, because usually we only see 3. So that could lead to say as well that a drush is on the way. The Celt drush as well is really strong, because their militia are faster than normal militia, so that means they're going to be able to get to their opponent quicker, and they're going to be able to harass villages a lot better. So that's always one thing to watch out when you're playing as the playing against a Celt player. Their drush is so much more effective. Let's go check on Cloud right now and see what he's got. He's got a nice back gold here as well. Got a bit of a crater going on. Actually, I didn't think there was much of a crater. I've got a little bit of hill here, but nothing too ridiculous. But for Cloud, he's got this big crater around the back area here, so if any archers come along here, could have a hard time defending from them, as well as on this front area here. But overall, he doesn't have the worst location in the world. He's got a nice backwood, so he's going to be able to keep those villages fairly safe. Again, he can wall off this section if he wants to. Same goes for here, and force his opponent through this front way. And again, over here, if he really wanted to as well, he could. But I'm not really going to expect to see any big wall-offs from either of these players right now, because they're probably both wanting to go on the aggression, especially with both having 4 villages on that wood already. So it's going to be interesting to see if they go for a drush or not. And here comes the villager here. It looks like he's going to be fine with that lure. Both ball coming in at around the same time, so just about at 6 minutes, so the ball will be in at about 6:10. So that's a good time. As you can see, ball just finishing up as well, so pretty good timing there from Cloud and Zudak. Nearly, it was pretty close. Gonna lose like 25 food there, but no big deal. Barracks is going up for Cloud. Barracks is going up for Zudak right now, and the scores are really even. So let's check the scouting. Zudak, what do we got? He knows where his opponent is. He's found him around here. Of course, just going to scout the arc around here to make sure he knows where all his opponent's resources are, so he can work on shutting them down in the later game. And I don't think he's scouted the barracks yet, even though it should be. Yes, there we go. He has scouted the barracks. And here is a question. Cloud, are you creating units? Yes, you are. You have militia out. And that militia is going to be able to force that cavalry away. Zudak, what are you going for? You are going for the militia as well. Good, just as we expected. The question here now is someone going to go on the defensive drush, or is they going to go on the offensive drush, which will be... yes, it looks like we are going to see Cloud actually move out, and we are going to see Zudak move out as well. So, because sometimes we see when both players go for a drush like this, one will try and camp out around the area, around a hilly area like this, so he can kill off his opponent's militia really easily, and then go for more. What are we going to see here? It looks like the scout, combined with these 3 militia, might be able to do a little bit of damage here. The scout from Cloud not having any damage on it yet, so his drush could be a lot stronger actually. And looks like he's going to start. Good reaction time from Cloud, but again losing that resource time, and the militia are actually out. And this villager here will... oh, I nearly thought it was going to get trapped there. This one over here again though could come around the back here, try and trap these villagers in. Starting to get a bit low on HP there. The town center has been garrisoned, which is absolutely great. These militia over here look like they're getting some significant harassment as well, especially when they attack down there. They will be attacking downhill, so they will be getting that 25% attack bonus, and any villagers attacking up will be getting the 25% attack disadvantage. So that's a really important thing to note, and it looks like over here we are going to see a little bit more militia harass on these villagers. Doing quite well actually, managing to get quite a lot of idle time out of these villages, as well as minimal damage on his militia slash scout. Nearly losing his scout there, but of course getting it out just in time. And these militia over here again, just trying to get that as much damage done as they can. Being forced to move around these trees, of course, and that villager there starting to take a bit more damage. Nothing too ridiculous. Let's check the feudal ups. Zudak, and it looks like Cloud does have a bit of an advantage on the up, but nothing too big to deal with. Depends if he's going to transition to scouts or archers straight away. It depends even if he decides to go for a fast castle or not, because sometimes players do fast castle off the back of a drush, which it is a valid tactic, I would say, because you do get a lot of harassment time in Dark Age on your opponent, and while they're trying to keep building, they can fast castle up. So it works out in a way, but again, Archery Range is going down for Cloud. What are we seeing for you? Nothing. Are you expecting scouts? I think he was expecting scouts, that's spears. Nope. He's got even more militia. He's going up to man-at-arms. He's going for a man-at-arms push here, something we don't see very often at all. But he knows his opponent's going for archery range, so I wonder if he's going to continue it or not. Because as we know, man-at-arms is not the best unit to be using against archers. They do have that one pierce armor, but it's still not a lot. And over here could see some villager losses, potentially. Because as we do know, man-at-arms do kill off villagers extremely easily here. And population block for Zudak right now. But nope, all better now. And losing, what, like two villagers? 3? Compared to, what, like 2? That's still pretty good odds, honestly. Every villager kill you can get is a really big advantage. Looks like he's going up for skirmishes right now as well. Of course, Cloud will be going for them as well because he doesn't have any gold income, which means he's not going to be able to produce any gold units, so he is going to be forced to put down that mining camp over here on the smaller gold. Shouldn't really hurt him too much. He's going to have to replace that gold camp a lot earlier. And is he going to go for anything? Nope. Keeping the harassment on with the man-at-arms. Quite a large skirmisher army actually coming out for Zudak right now. He is starting to produce some archers as well, but I don't think he really has enough to keep the constant production at the moment, especially from the 2 rangers. So speeding things back along, looks like these men-at-arms will be killed off eventually. Of course, they will take a long time because skirmishers only have 2 attack, and when they have that 1 armor already supplied, they're only taking 1 damage per hit. And a man-at-arm has 45 hit points, so you can do the math there and figure that one out. Of course, just keeping these skirmishers busy because, well, if they're over here trying to defend from these men-at-arms, they're not attacking, which is a really good way to look at it. Cloud's starting to take quite a bit of an advantage right now in the score, actually. Could be his opponent just not getting as many kills as him, because he has got quite a few kills on those militia, but then again, the man-at-arms, sorry, but the man-at-arms have killed off quite a few villagers, so that should kinda equal out. But it's really going to depend on what we see. Militia over here, still from Cloud, looks like he's getting some extra scouting. And anything interesting going on? Cloud not going up. Nope, doesn't look like he's going to be anywhere near it. Skirmishers are moving in for Zudak right now. This is going to force actually a lot of defense because his army has moved out across the map. But then again, the same goes for Zudak right now. He's going to have a lot of trouble defending them, especially because there's so many skirmishers and he only has archers on the field right now. If he had scouts or something, it could, of course, be a way to go, but he doesn't have any out. He doesn't even have the stable up. Blacksmith is out right now, and blacksmith for you as well. Fletching has been done. I guess your army's over here now. Fletching has not been done for Cloud yet. That's still on the way. Quite a good wall off here, actually forcing him through this area. But again, really going to be hard to get some harassment, and the economy's really well placed out by Cloud. He has got the wall off over here. It's going to force anything to go past the town centre here. And I guess that's pretty well defended unless he tries to come around here. In which case, those villagers over here are in a lot of trouble. Especially if the army just moves straight to here and picks them off on the way. Saying that though, it looks like we've actually seen a villager loss over here for Zudak. And another one going down as well. Looks like we might actually see a 3rd. Yes, tower is trying to go up, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Losing another villager there, another one, and of course just going to pick off these archers because, well, they're the expensive units. And the tower is up, and that's going to force him to retreat out of there. These villagers, well, this villager here could be in a lot of trouble, potentially. And killed off, there we go. Lots of harassment in the field here from both players. Zudak's starting to get down in score. I don't know why. He has actually lost quite a few villagers up here, so that kind of makes up for the amount that Cloud lost during the Dark Age from the Drosh. So it kind of evens out, so we're all happy there. Nothing too ridiculous to try and will catch up on. But right now, just the pressure Cloud's putting on is great. He has a good sized army to defend back here, especially if he keeps trying to draw his opponent into the line of the town centre. And if he can keep building skirmishes out of here, he'll be able to reinforce quite quickly. However, over here, it looks like again, Zudak should be able to defend this quite easily. Nothing too difficult over here. He is taking out some villages though, which is kind of interesting, and he might actually lose this one, which... Is he going to go for it? Come on, you could kill it! He could have killed that if he just decided to attack it and run. But either way, right now, it looks like we've got Cloud in position here to do some defense. However, the scores are starting to even out again. We'll just quickly check. No one's advancing. No, Zudak's not looking close. Cloud not looking too close either, so nothing ridiculous happening right now. And it looks like these archers will be moving out across the map again, trying to get some more harassment. Tower over here, so both players have been forced to put up a tower in defense now. I don't think either player is taking stone, so we're not going to see any town center booms unless they start doing that, or they get a market up, of course, to buy, because that does happen. This village here getting caught up with all the rioting crowd here. Nothing too bad, and again, more units trying to move in. Of course, he doesn't have quite so many archers here to defend at the moment, so he is going to have to rely on the town center and this tower, but the wall off his guard, he should be pretty alright with it. Here we do have quite a big army of skirmishers and, well, archers moving in. And there we go, so Zudak is taking stone now, which means he's going to be able to get those extra town centers up, especially if he decides to advance, which could be quite soon, honestly. It does look like he's starting to save up, actually. Got the 400 food now, 171 gold. Cloud is still sitting on 456 food, 288 gold. A bit more gold there, losing another 2 villages there for Zudak, actually, and he's actually lost quite a bit in the last few minutes of this game. Been quite a bit of damage coming his way, and it looks like, here we go, braving the town center, running past. Looks like he will be going into here, and I don't think that Cloud's actually going to have what it takes to defend here. That town center is doing a lot of damage, but over here, the damage to these villages is going to be astronomical right now. Losing another one there, and a lot of that army did get shaved down, and he did lose quite a bit of his own army, and he lost like 2 villages, so that's not the worst situation in the world. 3rd archer range going down for Cloud right now. And over here, we're seeing some harassment over as well. Looks like losing a villager here. Can't tell if they're old or new bodies. It looks like they were archers though, judging by there's a bow here. Getting my forensics on. And it looks like this archer range, so the 3rd archer range is finally going up for Zudak as well. Cloud is starting to take quite a big advantage in this game. Cloud actually spent all his food again, which is interesting, so it looks like he's not going to be going up. And Cloud as well, Zudak, sorry, not Cloud as well. I've already been through Cloud. Zudak going for, again, his resources are quite low as well, so we might even see a really heavy feudal game here, because we're already at the 26 minutes, and neither player looking like they're going to be advancing. There's just been so much harassment by both players at the moment. It's just been absolutely great to watch, actually. Not often you see feudal wars that are this big. Again, Village has been taking off production, well, off gold mining to force to beat some skirmishers and archers to death. And it looks that one there could get killed off potentially, actually, if they turned around. Yes, going for that one. Getting another 2, actually, which is really good here. Skirmishers, of course, just fighting out. And could lose this village here as well. Losing. Is he going to lose it? And that one. And is he going to lose this one? Yes, losing all those villages there. Not good at all for Zudak right now. Down by over 500 points. This is not looking good for him at all. Especially once Cloud starts to advance. He's going to have such a good economy. Current population is 65 to Cloud to 55 for Zudak. 10 behind right now. We do see Zudak putting quite a few villages onto stone now, and he actually had a few down here take his opponent's stone, which is a pretty bitch move, as we always know. It's always a douche move to take your opponent's resources, but hell, if they're not using them, you should be. It's just more resources they can use against you, and it looks like these archers here might be able to pick off this one. No, not microing enough. Actually saying that, you might just lose him. If they can hit him, of course. No. No. No, no. There we go. I almost thought he was going to make it home. But still, 500 points in the way for Cloud right now, which is a lot considering we've seen pretty equal play from both sides. Cloud going up as well, so he's going to be up by a lot soon. And as soon as he gets to Castle Age, it's going to be a lot of trouble for Zudak to put up with this. Because as we know, once you get there, you can get knights, you can get cavalry archers, you can get elite skirmishers, which are great. You can get siege. Siege is awesome. We all love Siege. A few rams, a few mangonels, and this could be over. Really going to come down to how far behind Zudak is in the castle time, honestly. because if Cloud can get a big enough fighting force out, Zudak is going to have a lot of trouble dealing with it. And there we go, Castle Age for him, so he's about halfway behind. So probably about 80, 90 seconds behind. We'll see how that goes. Either way, big army for Cloud now actually, and he will be able to win this engagement here by the looks of things. However, his opponent does have a lot more skirmishers than him, and he's got a lot more archers composed in his army, so it could be a bit of trouble here. Losing that skirmish there, it's going to be an interesting fight to say the least, especially if he manages to get out of Siege Workshop. And if you can put some mangonel pressure on straight away, it could be over. Market is actually out for Cloud right now, and I'm actually looking for this Siege Workshop, or extra town centers, or whatever he decides to do. Because he does have actually a lot of wood available. He's got 100 stone there, so he could throw down more town centers, could go for siege, could go for a lot of things. Wall-off is being completed here. Just needs to fill in these two gaps here, and he should be alright. Or he can drop a house there, whatever is going. And what are we seeing here? Town centers are going down for Cloud right now, so it looks like we are going to see a boom game from him. And from Zudak, what's the plan? Zudak still going up, 700 points down. Anything interesting could be going. He's got another tower up, so he's up for more defensive right now. I don't know if he's going to go for more town centers or not. He doesn't exactly have a lot of wood available. He does have quite a bit of stone there, actually, so he could go for a big castle push. Could drop that right on his opponent when he gets enough stone, but it's going to come down to what he really decides to do. And looking around, I could see in a town center there. I'm trying to figure it out. Anyway, we are seeing elite skirmishes and crossbows from Cloud. Trying to figure out where all this wood got spent into, probably just crossbows and archers and whatnot, but still going to lose quite a few units here. His opponent is really teched up right now, definitely having an advantage. He does have, well, Bodkin's been done for both players, armor upgrade's been done for both players. We do have elite skirmisher and crossbow done for Cloud though, but Zudak's still only on elite skirmisher and no crossbow yet. These skirmishers here will be able to do a hell of a lot of damage actually when they sit around the base of this tower. And these crossbows of course going to be able to pick off a lot of villagers when they get around to it. Especially once ballistics and things start coming out. More crossbows being patrolled around the back here to hopefully pick off some of these villagers. And again, skirmishers over here getting picked off because they're really actually just being badly controlled. But still these crossbows are getting in, and I think Zudak will get a bit of an advantage because of this, but I don't think it's going to be enough to come back right now. He is still behind by quite a bit, so these crossbows will be able to do a lot of damage actually, especially once they get, yes they do have the +2 armor on them, which means these towers and town centers, they will be taking a lot less damage from them. So over here, what do we have? We do have the 2 town centers and a siege workshop for Cloud now. So he is going to be able to get some mangonel defense out, so speeding things along again. And it looks like Cloud going to come in with some more harassment over here. And the amount of harassment in this game has actually been crazy. He's denied gold for so long, and these villagers over here are in so much trouble now. We might actually see the GG out of Zudak anytime soon now, because he's down by over 1,000 points, and that's a lot to be down by. So it's going to be an interesting one here to see what he actually decides to go for. Town center is out, and in come the crossbows again, going to get even more villager harassment here. Potentially going to lose another 3 minimal. 1, 2, 3, and there's the resign from Zudak. He knows he's not going to be able to come back there. The harassment from Cloud's been so good this game, kept that constant pressure all the way up from the Drush. Even though he did lose quite a bit to the men-at-arms, he did make up for that in his feudal age. So well played by Cloud, and I hope you enjoyed the game. That was a Celts War.